Hello, everybody. It's Rick. It is the 11th day of the 12th month in 2018. Okay? One of those numerology days, the 11th. Okay, if you're interested in receiving my paperwork, okay, you will email me at rick, R-I-C-K, 0327 at me.com. Please keep it brief. It's for child support. Okay, and all right, these are the screenshots. And I send them now with the email that I respond with. Okay, so these are all the emails that I send out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and actually this is not all of them. There's a couple of them that like the writ of mandamus and a couple others I didn't put in there. I just got tired. I'll be honest with you, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information, um, and it definitely helps. I mean, you definitely you will catch them off guard. People that use my paperwork that's had success, it's always been filing before going to, most of the time before going to the first hearing, and you catch them off guard because they just expect you to show up there not knowing what's going on. You know, just another victim. I don't know. Yeah, sure, here's my taxes. Yeah, I've been paying, giving them everything. And then they hammer you, okay? That's all they do is they just see, they need your information. They need all your financials so they can do all their calculations. They don't care if you've been paying. They can care less. I mean, actually, if you're not paying, they'll, you know, add it to the arrears so they can start the income withholding. Okay? So, here we got a guy, Clarence. All right, I filed 2 days before the hearing. When I went to the hearing, the attorney for child support practically begged me to not move forward with this because she'd be forced to have to look up all the laws and propose an argument. she'd have to do her job. That likely would be subjective. When we got to the courtroom, the judge says, "See, the judge, and they want his taxes. See, and we have another hearing scheduled where they want to see my taxes, which he's not giving them." Um, but the judge pulled a fast one, saying, "Oh, he didn't give them 16 days, you know, to look over. You don't got to give them 16 days. I mean, the case is cut and dry. They could do it in one hearing and dismiss it. Ma'am, where's your evidence that he's not paying child support? Case dismissed. That's what it's supposed to be. But because it's a business, and I had my case, my ex-wife, she didn't show up to court like 3 times. So the case should have been dismissed. And they just like, well, we can use our discretion. And it was all bullshit. They were never gonna. They weren't gonna let me win until I forced them. After I sued, I tried to sue them and everything. It's a big story. I've told it many times, but they don't want to let you win. So anyway, he caught them off guard. All right, just an example. This just shows you. Now the judge was, adjourned it. Normally he would have been hammered the first hearing. Okay, so anyway, I want to talk to you real fast about a couple things. The administrative offset is when they steal your money, your income taxes, okay? Because it's considered a non-tax debt owed to the United States, okay? Right here, the definition under 31 U.S.C. Code 3701, definitions and application. Administrative offset means withholding funds payable by the United States, including funds payable. It's payable should be to the by the United States. Whatever. This is what they hammer you with, or held by the United States for a person to satisfy a claim. Okay, but so we're going to send you send off a response. I have a response all set up. Okay, because we don't live in the United States, right? Well, see here they got notwithstanding 50 states, District of Columbia, uh, the term state except where otherwise provided included the District of Columbia, all that nonsense. Anyway, the undersigned is not domiciled within the geographical location of the state, and thereby the undersigned alleged debtors' federal income taxes cannot be intercepted for payments of federal non-tax debt to the United States. For that reason, the alleged debtor is not under the personal jurisdiction of the Office of the Secretary. See, last year we fired off a bunch of paperwork to these people, and we caught them off guard. It took them several months to respond. And typical, they just responded they don't have jurisdiction, which is a bunch of bullshit. Because I caught them. Okay, I was onto this. The Secretary of Health and Human Services is supposed to initiate income withholdings because it's supposed to be initiated from where? From the District of Columbia. Remember, that's where they have their jurisdiction. Secretary of Health and Human Services. And every state is an offshoot. So they have a representative in every state. Okay? So, they pulled a fast one on us there. Again, sometimes it's hard. You just can't fight these people. Like that would have been. I had somebody who wanted to drive down there. Another thing, I sent paperwork to the secretary, and it came back to me. All right, I want to talk about a default real fast. They claim you're on a default. Here's the definition of default. Default is defined by 42 U.S.C. Section 666, Section 5, Section H. Default. The term default means the failure of a borrower of a loan made under this part. Make it installment payments. That's what child support is, right? Monthly payments or biweekly, or comply with any other term of the promissory note. So we already do that now. Like, where's proof of the agreement? Where's proof of the loan agreement? So this is proof right here. So you cannot be in default until they prove that you owe a debt from an agreement. That's another thing when they give you the old, we're going to hold you in default if you don't show up to the first hearing. Well, that means they got to show, where's you show me the agreement and I'll show up. Okay, that's the way we got to go there. Just want to make a real quick video. All right, federal administrative wage garnishment, 31 U.S.C. Section 3101 again. These are the definitions. Okay. And this is what we send out. It's a cease and desist that I send out. Just want to show you a portion of it. This is it here. Okay. Cease and desist illegal collection of child support under 42 U.S.C. sections blah, blah, blah. Okay. Go into everything. Nice. Look at that. That's to get them to stop collection of income withholding. Interstate. That's what that's for. Withholding of funds from federal income taxes to satisfy. That's what this is for. How many of you have had your income taxes seized? This is redone based on our new ammunition that we're using with the, us discovering that the state is really within District of Columbia, Virgin Islands, all those places. Okay. So again, just real quick, give you guys what I was telling you about, right? the default, they have to have proof that you acted willfully. That's the key word. Willfully, also that you could afford it. They have to, you have to be able to afford this stuff. Okay? So, all right, so I'm going to shut the video down real fast. I just went over really quick. I just wanted to get that. Guys, later. Bye-bye.